Hello and welcome to the Part-Time Players podcast. This is episode 15. This is a casual gaming podcast where two pals discuss all video games and things that can go wrong in video games, as you're probably going to discover in this episode. If this sounds interesting to you, please like and subscribe to the podcast. Obviously, we want to grow and get more listeners. My name is Aris Lagden, and I'm joined as always by my co-host, Brad. How you doing today, Brad?
Hello. Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Oh, is that a new welcome?
Yeah,
hello?
yeah. Well, it's just gonna. The way I say hello is gonna change every week.
Okay, you're mixing it up. Okay, so don't get used to that. Okay. Yeah. How's your week been anyway?
Yeah, it's all right, thanks. Not too much been happening. I did start a game, but we talk about that a little bit later on. So,
ooh, was it a zombie infested?
It could be a zombie infested related game that isn't very good. Yeah, it could be.
Oh, okay, so you played Last of Us Part 2 again?
Yeah, no, I did go back to that.
No, you do go back to that.
Yeah, no. Yes, but we'll talk about later on and what we've been playing. Not
for the record, I think the game is great. It's Brad that doesn't like the game. So
yeah,
let's put that out there.
Yeah. Not a lot really. I've just kind of been I've been out a couple of times trying to make in case everything gets shut down again. So it's making the most of it. But other than that, it's just usual really. Just work,
Okay, yeah, same. Yeah. Not gaming related. Also, there's been a lot of events this week or in the last week. Obviously, we're going to cover in more the gaming side of things. But did you see the Apple event on Tuesday, or you see the little announcements?
No, I didn't see any of it. I don't know what's been announced. I don't know. No, I don't know nothing.
You know nothing. Okay.
I know nothing.
Well, let me tell you about it. Sit down, Brad, and let me take you on a little journey of what happened.
Thanks.
So there's this guy called Steve Jobs, and he started this.
Okay.
I'll take you for the journey of how Apple got to. No, they just announced the new Apple Watch Series 6.
Yeah.
2 new iPads. Actually, 2 actual Apple Watches. They've got another one which is an SE, which is like a cheaper version, which I think they're going to try and get. Maybe younger people, children or whatever, access because of, which I thought was quite good. You can now pair more than one Apple Watch to your phone.
Okay, yeah.
And so if you're like a parent and and your kids have got like an Apple Watch and they go out, you can kind of, I don't know, track them, see their activities. You can give them money to spend, like a certain amount, and then they can use their Apple Watch for that. And it then you get a notification if that they've spent something. And I thought there's some good ideas there.
What new iPads were there?
So you got the new iPad Air, which actually looks better than the Pro. I have to say, it's the wider screen. It's like the design of the Pro, and they've actually brought back Touch ID, but it's on the actual power button on the top.
Oh, okay.
And it's quite interesting. I imagine that's probably what they're going to do with the iPhones, or maybe eventually they'll completely get rid of Face ID or make Face ID a little bit smaller or whatever to make it like a full screen. And then you've got the little thing on top. So I thought that was pretty good. What else did they announce?
Was there a new Pro? Was there a new iPad Pro?
No.
I was going to say, because otherwise that would be very... I literally just got the brand, like the newest iPad Pro a few months ago. If they was going to bring a new one out, I would be very annoyed.
Yeah, no, it's not a new Pro. It's an Air. Which is, other than the refresh rate, because you've got 120, this is still 60, I believe. I think pretty much everything else on it is better, which I was like, listening to some reviews about it afterwards, and everybody was like, why is the Air better than the Pro? Like, honestly, like the chips inside and everything. They put like everything other than the refresh rate. The Air's better.
This is why my girlfriend hates Apple. So
really?
Because they just keep constantly
improving things.
So I've got an Apple Watch, but it's the first Apple Watch, so it's an Apple Watch 1. So that's what I've got. Okay. Which nothing really supported on it anymore. It just kind of it just doesn't it just doesn't really work anymore. So
I've got a Series 4, and I had a Series 2, and then I had a Series 4, and I thought this one, like the Series 6, would be my next upgrade, but they didn't really show anything. I really want them to do like a 2-day battery life. Like that's a real big thing that I really want.
I've got a Fitbit now that lasts for days. That's quite good.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, Fitbits do a lot of good things. It's just you're stuck in this ecosystem, and
I know. Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, that's it. But I'll get one day.
The only other really big announcement from it was they did a thing called Apple One, where they're putting all their subscription services into one package. So if you've got like iCloud, Apple Music, Apple Arcade, Apple TV, Apple News Plus, you get it all for like, I don't know what it is in pounds, but in dollars, I think it's like $14 for all that.
Oh, okay.
And then they also introduced this Fitness Plus thing, which is basically the thing that's trying to take on, what's that? You see advertised all the time. Is it Peloton or whatever? No, where you're on the
Peloton.
bike.
Yeah, Peloton.
Peloton, that's it. Yeah, they're basically trying to take that on where you've got actual like fitness instructors, and it actually goes by your watch, and you can see your stats on the actual screen, what you've got on your watch, and you're going along. It's quite cool. But there's a subscription service for that as well. I think it's going to be $9.99 or something like that in dollars. So we'll see how much it is in pounds, but interesting.
Sweet.
Everybody gets a 3 month trial, so I'll check it out.
Yeah. Nice.
But anyway, on to gaming.
Gaming news. Yeah. Right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the news. Let's have a look at the old news for gaming. So there was a new episode of Night City Wire. I don't know. I think it's a bit of a stupid name for a city, if I'm honest with you. But don't really. That and the city in Mafia, the Mafia remake, or obviously the original Mafia, Lost Heaven. Who would call a city Lost Heaven? No one.
I know. Yeah, I know. Is there some reason behind the name? I don't know. But with Lost Heaven, I don't know.
We'll know maybe next week when we play it. So,
but wasn't GTA like their city names? Weren't they a bit stupid? I know.
Liberty City is better than Lost Heaven, and
okay, I suppose it's a little bit better. What was Vice City? Oh, was it Vice City called Vice City?
Vice City. Yeah, and obviously you had in San Andreas, you had San Ferrero, which was supposed to be San Francisco.
Okay, yeah.
And Las Venturas was obviously Las Vegas. So
okay,
yeah. Okay, so
but I agree. But yeah.
Well, anyway, on to the actual thing this week. This one, it was about the gangs, all the different gangs in the game that are coming up.
Yeah.
And factions, like you can get jobs from them and work for them, or obviously go against them. They did say that you can't really join a gang because you're a mercenary, so you're kind of already in a gang, so you're in like the mercenary gang.
Sure.
But like the different, the variety of the gangs look pretty cool. I thought the ones that was mostly cyborgs looked the most interesting. The ones that are just kind of given up on like their humanity and just kind of seeing how much they can integrate with all the cybernetics. So more watch of these, the more I want to play the game. So it's
maybe that's why I feel the same, because I'm kind of bored of these. I know it's like episode 3 and they're going to do another one. It's just like I don't want any more.
You don't really need to. Just
stop talking about it. We've got it in a couple of months. I can't wait. It's the 19th of November. The PS5 spoilers comes out on the 19th of November. Well, it's not spoilers, but for the show, like it's a day one game for my PS5. Stop talking about it. I don't need to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And spoiler, it's going to be a day one game for my PS4. So
maybe we'll see.
Maybe, yeah. But went into a little bit more about what the city and whatnot. But like you say, I'm just kind of ready not to watch anymore. Just get the game out so we can play it. So
The only reason why I've been watching them still, to be honest with you, is because of the podcast. That's the only reason why I've watched it.
I'd like to have some surprises when we actually play the game. So just release the game now and just
I know. Yeah.
The next bit of news. What's the next bit of news? So, So
before you move on,
probably
the biggest thing, although it's not really for us, was that they announced the PC specs.
A lot of people
were waiting for that. Well, we don't need to go into details because obviously we're not PC gamers, but apparently from what I heard, that their requirement that they put for the actual specs are quite low, and everybody was quite shocked of like the entry point, but I'm sure they're probably putting it way under what to make it look like fantastic in 4K with ray tracing and all that.
They had the necessary, but then you had like the recommended, didn't you? So
yeah,
and they recommend a 70 gig solid state drive, to play it. So I did skip when they was doing the little night city wire. I did skip the bit where people was designing their own PC shells and that. I was like, I don't care. I literally,
I didn't care.
I don't care about that. So that was it really for the Night City Wire. Looking forward to the game. If anything, it just makes me want, like you say, play the game more. So excited for that. The next bit of news was the Nintendo Mini. And I didn't see this because I was actually working while it was on.
Same. But I did watch a recap of everything that happened.
Yeah.
Once again, it's a little bit of an underwhelming one. They've all been underwhelming, to be fair. I guess this was the best one out of all of them this summer. At least there were some big franchises, although they don't really resonate with me personally.
Yeah.
There was something there, and actually Hades, I don't know if you saw that, but that actually looks quite good. I saw that it was actually released. I saw it on the actual Nintendo store yesterday or the day before.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When I was playing my Switch. I haven't played my Switch for quite a while, and I picked it up for the first time on Friday because a little game came out. And I looked at the store, and that game was out, and I was like, okay, actually, I remember this from the Direct, and it actually looks quite good. I might.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I might do. So I think it's like £17 as well.
Yeah.
So I was like,
there's another game that caught my eye actually. The Long Dark. I know it came out a few years back on the other consoles on PC. That comes out. That's coming to the Switch. I was actually sorry. It's already on the Switch, so it came out when the Direct went on. Yeah, it's like a exploration survival game. I think after like some sort of disaster, and you just have to survive in like the wilderness. I think it's in Alaska, maybe. So that looks quite good. So that would be a pretty good game to play on Switch. So I saw that. That was it. That looked interesting.
Yeah, cool.
And then obviously you had the big one was new Monster Hunter. Yep. Which I've never played. So you got Monster Hunter Rise was announced. It's going to release on a Switch on March 26, 2021. Yep. And then you had Monster Hunter Stories 2, the Wings of Ruin arrives on the Switch next summer. Yep. So that one, and then you've got Ori and Will of the Wisp, which was an Xbox game. That's coming. That's on the Switch now, so that's available to download.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
The artistic style of that is really good. Before quickly going back to Monster Hunter, I have never played a Monster Hunter before. Well, I did until Worlds came out.
Yeah.
A few years ago, and it's generally a good game. But it's like really in depth. It's like you got to commit. Like this is there's a lot of grinding, and then it got to the point where it was. Although I don't mind a little bit of a grind. Hence, I'm a Destiny fan and stuff. But Monster Hunter World, wow, that takes it to a whole nother level. Yeah, because you've got to like kill each monster to just get one part of their a thing, and it's randomly dropped as well, so you could do this whole battle and you not actually get the thing you want, and you need loads of them just to create like one piece of the armor, and you've got to get all the armor sets, so you'll farm the same creature and you're doing the same fight over and over again. And I got to a while where there was like this armor set I wanted, and I killed this, like, I don't know, it was a bit like it was really fast, I can't remember, it was a bit like a wolf type monster thing, and I must have killed it like 12 times, and I got to the point I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is this is going beyond the point of actually being fun. So, but it's got its big fan base anyway, so it's cool.
It's a big game. Yeah, a lot of people do love it. So we've got Fitness Boxing 2, Rhythm and Exercise. Is out in December, so it's quite good. I've actually heard some people say that you actually is a good workout. Like the first Fitness Boxing 1 is quite good. Because I know during lockdown you couldn't get the, the exercise. What was it called? What was like? You can buy that exercise thing for the Switch. It's like that band. It's like you can stretch it.
I'm not sure
what it's called.
I don't know what it's called.
I can't remember what it's called. But there was a lot of it sold out, and then people were saying that you do actually get quite a good workout with the boxing one. And obviously, we just need the Joy-Cons for that. So that was pretty good. I should probably try that because I am very lazy. Ring Fit Adventure. That's it. Yeah. So, then we had Disgaea 6. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Defiance of Destiny, and that comes to the Switch exclusively in summer 2021.
Okay.
Must be 6 of them. Must be another 5 of them before this one. I've never played any of them.
Maybe they just jumped to number 6.
Maybe they just went straight in. Yeah. We've got Rune Factory 5. That's going to come onto the Switch again. Build your new life amidst a grand adventure in the heartwarming RPG Rune Factory 5. Protect your town as a peacekeeping ranger, harvest crops, go fishing, and find romance. Okay, so yeah, little RPG for you there. Balan Wonderland coming to the Switch next year again. Embark on a wondrous adventure in this new game from legendary creators. I'm gonna mispronounce these people's names and I apologize. Yunji Naka and Nato Oshima. Don over 80 costumes and wield a variety of abilities across 12 dreamlike stages. So
again, good attempt.
Yeah, don't really know what that is. We've mentioned The Long Dark and you mentioned Hades.
Did you see Hades? Have you seen it?
No, I've not seen it, no.
Okay, yeah, afterwards watch the little
I'll have a look,
trailers.
Yeah. And you've got Sniper Elite 4 is coming for the Switch, which, cool, I suppose. I don't know. Don't really.
Yeah.
I got it. I downloaded that on
well?
PlayStation Plus like a few months ago. I still haven't played it. So.
I don't think I even bothered.
Yeah, and it's on Game Pass as well. So.
Okay. Oh.
And
available everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whatever you got. Yeah, and cheaper than what it's going to be on the Switch. So
yeah.
Empire of Sin brings a new strategy game to Switch this December. So you enter. There's a criminal underworld. Prohibition area, Chicago. I don't really know. Yeah, it's like a game. As you can probably tell, we didn't really watch this one fully, but that was what was announced at the Nintendo Direct. Still waiting for a full Direct. When they're gonna start. Really, I
don't think they're gonna do one.
I don't think they're gonna do one even. No,
they could have easily done one with the Zelda game and the Mario games coming out between, obviously from Friday until like February with the 3D Worlds happening as well.
Yeah.
They just seem to have done it like separate things.
Yeah.
Little tiny, loads of little separate ones where they probably could have just done one biggish event, announced all these things, and then just, it's done. I don't know. Yeah, it seems to be a lot of small little mini ones, but we'll probably I imagine we'll get more by the end of the year. A few more, I'd expect.
Yep. Okay. Do you want to lead the next bit?
Yeah, I can do. So it's quite funny because I think we spoke about this game like a few times about Beyond Good and Evil and like where is it and what is happening with it. And that same, is it Michel Ancel? Is that how you would say his name? I'm not sure, but
I'd say it's Michael.
Did you say Michael? Okay, because he's got no
or
A.
Mikel.
Yeah, Mikel. Yeah, Mikel. Yeah. Well, I apologise to Mikel or whatever, but basically he's retired. But however, the project is kind of continuing. Is basically the short of the article. I don't know. This game just seems like he's in lots of trouble.
I was going to say, it was announced years ago. Then literally heard nothing else about it. We just assumed that it was going to be one of those games where they announce and never, follow up with. But apparently they're still working on it. But like you say, there seems to be a lot of issues with the development, and it's still in like currently concentrating on the core development and production milestone. So it doesn't sound like it's too far ahead. And I don't know. It's going to be like what was that game on the PlayStation that was just delayed for years and it come out and everyone was like, actually, this is pretty shit. The Last Guardian, for years and years and years. But I think it was even more info on that than there is on this. So I wouldn't be surprised if this never comes out. We never see this game.
Yeah, they did say they're going to show us something next year, like some actual gameplay, apparently.
Yeah.
Of like an early build. It's like, why is this in an early build? You've been doing this for years, haven't you? Like, what?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What have you been actually doing with this game?
Yeah, stop bringing out games to a new game for 6 months straight, and then just maybe focus on this. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a bit. Yeah, it definitely got announced so prematurely because I don't think. I know it's obviously got its fan base, but does it really? Like, I have a massive fan base. It was like loads of people asking for this to come back, like for a sequel of this game. Like they could have just sat on it for so many more years until they actually had. I don't know. Yeah. It's just I don't know what to say about it. To be fair, it's just a bit. I just don't think the game's going to be very good.
No,
it's got all the sides of being a poor game. And that same guy was that guy that did that Wild game that never came out either. Do you remember I spoke about it a few weeks ago?
Maybe, yeah.
It's the same guy. Like, that's why I said, why have they given him a new game? Because he doesn't seem to finish games. And now he's decided to retire. Maybe he just thought, oh, this is just all too much. I can't. I keep taking on projects. I'm not finishing them.
Yeah.
Let's just retire. I want to.
He's just going to go do some gardening. Yeah, he's just going to,
personal projects. According to this, is what he's going to focus on now. So let's hopefully he can actually finish his personal project.
Yeah, maybe.
He'll be endlessly just not getting anything done.
Yeah, it's. I'm not too. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see it, but we'll wait and see. Come and download every week and listen to our podcast to get the latest news on Beyond Good and Evil 2. So, that'll keep people hooked. That'll keep them interested now. See,
definitely.
Yeah. The next news story was one we've talked about previously as well. Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect Trilogy remake or remaster. So it appeared on another store, as a listing. And it was also advertised for the Switch, and then it was immediately taken down. But obviously someone's got screenshotted it, so the screenshots are out there. So the article what we're reading on Nintendo Life, you can see the screenshots of the games and the price. So there's advertised at €49.99 for the Switch, and for the PS4 and Xbox One it's €59.99. So I don't know if the game isn't real. There's a lot of people going to a lot of time and effort to make it look like it is. Yeah. And if it is real, it's got more leaks than the Titanic. It's just kind of everything just starts pouring out all over the internet just about this game. So, and like you say, a load of games, I think we said this last week, a load of games get announced, get leaked through stores doing this sort of stuff. Like, who's in charge of, putting up the website, updating the website? Is it just like they got some new kid and he's just like, don't really know what he's doing, he does it by accident? Or it's just weird. Like, all these games,
you can't do that by accident. You've got to actually create the image.
There's
a lot of effort.
Listen, we're gonna
he accidentally pressed a button.
Or maybe they've don't know, save us some time. We'll get it all set up and then we just have to post it. And then someone's just come in and just gone like the squeaky voice teen from Simpsons. He's come in and he's accidentally done it. I don't know. I hope it's real. I do hope it's real.
It's got to be real at this stage. The only thing I'm kind of thinking is, why has EA not announced it yet? Yeah. Especially when it's supposed to be coming out in October. So that makes me think it's not coming out in October. And that's either because they think there's a lot of new games. There's a lot of games around that area.
Yeah.
And so they're like, let's just save this and push it until a time where there's less competition. Maybe that's what they're doing. Or the game just doesn't look very good. And there's a lot of bugs, there's a lot of patching that needs to be done.
They're trying to do it, yeah.
And they're trying to sort it out. A little bit like what Prince of Persia looks like. It looks terrible.
Yeah, they don't want to release anything, to get the backlash.
Exactly. So it is a remaster rather than a remake, isn't it? So, which is a shame. I would have liked a remake of Mass Effect 2. So, yeah, it's a shame that it's not a remake rather than a remaster.
You have to play Mass Effect 1 before you play Mass Effect 2. Sorry, but... Yeah.
Okay, all right, fine. Well, I will get the trilogy.
Yeah, it's still
good. I will play 1 and then I'll play 2.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, you happy now?
Yeah, I'm happy now, yeah. I want to... yeah. Next news item is the Batman has resumed filming after Arpats has been self-isolating and apparently maybe got rid of coronavirus. So that's back on track.
Yeah.
So maybe we will get the 2021 release still, unless they've had to shut it down again. You don't know what's going to happen. Don't know what's around the corner. So
yeah, they'll still hit the date. It wasn't. Yeah. What was it, like a couple of weeks, 2 weeks, like the recommended time? Yeah, I think like most people, like if you're I don't know, under 50 or 60, whatever, you seem to recover from it within like a week or 2 weeks, don't you? So like quite a few footballers have like that gets announced that they've been tested positive, and then like a week or 2 weeks later they're back in training. So everybody's just get it.
Everyone gets it weird differently, don't they? It's just kind of I think it's a bit of a luck of the draw. But yeah, hopefully that will come out next year. Speaking of movies, we didn't mention it last week, but Wonder Woman's been pushed back again. So that's been pushed back to Christmas Day. So that's coming out Christmas Day. It's supposed to come out in October, I think it was. It was supposed to come out in like April, wasn't it? Then June. Then
actual Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, December the 25th. Yeah. So not everyone
in
likes
the cinema.
Christmas. In the cinema, apparently, yeah. So
what? Who's working in the cinema on Christmas Day? That's
unlucky people who's having to, play Wonder Woman. Yeah. So
okay, yeah. If I worked in a cinema, I would not be happy with that movie.
No, I wouldn't.
If I'm opening up just for that movie.
Yeah, and no one's going to turn up because it's Christmas. Well, like you will get some people, but
yeah.
But there used to be Boxing Day, didn't it? It used to be Boxing Day when they used to really open up.
Yeah, because Boxing Day, Christmas Eve.
That's the big one, Boxing Day. But so that was that. Just thought I'd slip that in there about the
about movies. Actually, the final news story is about a Super Mario movie. It's been officially confirmed for 2022. Which is, I just think that sounds terrible.
Yeah, is it not live action, is it?
I think so.
Jesus.
With him in it. I think it's going to be like similar to Sonic, I would presume.
Okay.
Or the Pokemon. No, it'd be like the Pokemon one, I reckon.
Yeah.
I imagine it'd be similar to that. That just seems something very, very... Seeing Mario in the real world is something that is just...
Yeah.
That seems a little bit scary to me. I just don't...
Yeah, it seems a bit odd. I wasn't interested in the Sonic movie. I wouldn't be interested in the Mario movie. Did you
see him though? Did you see the Pokemon, the Sonic? Have you seen any of them?
I've seen Pokemon movie, but obviously they're the same as the anime. They're just anime, didn't they? So
no, I'm talking about the new one where it is right.
Oh, sorry, sorry. I did watch that one. I thought it was actually quite good.
Pikachu or whatever.
Yeah, Detective Pikachu. Yeah, I actually watched that. It was actually quite good. Yeah, I watched it on a plane. I don't know if I'd paid to watch it. I watched it on a plane, yeah. It was... Well, I suppose I did pay to watch it because I paid for my flight, so, I don't know. But, I enjoyed that one. I did see Sonic. And then when everyone was all that big hoo-ha about it being not looking like Sonic and looking rubbish, I just didn't care. Some things happen that just don't affect you, You're just like...
Yeah.
So, we'll wait and see when there's more news about Mario, but it's 2 years away, so... Yeah, don't really...
If it ever happens.
They're announcing a Mario movie for 2 years' time, but they're not really announcing any games. Just got their priorities wrong, so I don't know.
Well, to be fair, now they have announced a few games recently, haven't they? You got the Mario games, Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
But they could announce more, I suppose, for next year.
Mm. But not too worried about the old Mario movie.
Yeah. Yep. Well, let's go on to the main topic. I believe there's no more news this week. So we can just kick it off with the PS5 event. So there's a lot to cover. Obviously, we'll go through the actual event itself, the games that were shown, our kind of thoughts on each game that was shown. Then we'll probably go a little bit of a deep dive into the actual PS5 itself, what we think. We've got some questions for some listeners from Twitter. So thank you guys for writing in again. Really is improving the show. I think we can all agree with that when you do write in. So yeah, we appreciate it. And if you want to write in next week, probably the topic that we'll be talking about is games in 2021. I think it's probably what we'll be talking about. So if you've got any questions about that, then feel free to write in on Twitter. Is it PTPlayerspod?
PTPlayerspod, yep.
And Gmail is...
PTPlayerspod@gmail.com.
Okay, that's great. So I know you've got a list of games that have shown. Do you want to kick it off, Brad?
Yeah, I have. Right, I'm just going to list them off really quick, and if you don't get them the first time, it's tough. Okay.
Well, I've got to talk about them really quickly.
No, I don't care. I'm just going to list them off, and then no, I'm joking. Okay, yeah. So, the showcase. So the first one that was announced was Final Fantasy 16. So apparently been rumored, and then obviously they've come out and said, yeah, here it is. It's coming to. There's going to have some more info here in 2021. So they just played like a gameplay trailer, but the footage was actually from a PC. They wasn't showing it on a PS5.
Yeah,
there's a little disclaimer at the front, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I think they had to say that because if people find out afterwards that it was from a PC and not a PS5, they'd people feel they need to complain about that sort of thing.
Of course, yeah.
Misleading
information.
Yeah. So that was it. I don't know. There was one game. I don't know if it's this game that they said it was exclusive to PlayStation, but it's not. In 6 months after the launch on PlayStation, come to PC, and in 6 months after that, it's come to the Xbox. So,
which one?
I think it was Final Fantasy.
No, is
it not
PlayStation exclusive? Yeah.
Oh, is it PlayStation exclusive? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. I've not played any Final Fantasies apart from a little bit of Final Fantasy 7 years ago.
Sure.
Not the original. It looks totally different from the Final Fantasy 15. That was obviously had the flying car in that one. It looked like a lot of emos running around with big swords. This one set in some sort of looks like more fantasy, like a fantasy, medieval time. So what did you think? Do you think it looked good? Are you interested in it?
I'm really interested in it actually, and I'm surprised because I've never been interested in any Final Fantasy. Yeah. And I'm not a massive Final Fantasy fan. The first Final Fantasy I played was this year, Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
Yeah.
And that game was so good that it's now made me interested in every Final Fantasy that they announce going forward. I think from what I've heard, it's similar to Final Fantasy 14, which is also like that kind of, like you said, high fantasy, kind of like medieval kind of things. But the combat looks really good. It looks fast, more like action rather than turn-based. If they went back to like a slower turn-based kind of combat, I don't think I would really be that interested, but it looks a lot more like an action game. I just look forward to see some more. I imagine. Did they say a date? Did they say 2021 or 2022?
They said more info 2021. So
okay, yeah. It's coming out in 2022 at the earliest. It might even come out in 2023 because they take ages. But yeah. Are you interested at all or not?
Not at the minute, no, because I never played any Final Fantasy game, and maybe if I, like yourself, I want to play the remake of 7, and then maybe I'll get it'll give me the bug to go out and get it. But even when Final Fantasy 15 came out, I was just kind of like, it looks cool, but not really my. I don't not really played a lot of JRPGs, to be honest. So
Do you think the combat looks good? Does it interest you or not?
It looked good, and obviously some of the enemies you was fighting looked pretty cool. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd buy it. But once I'll have to think about it more once I've played the Final Fantasy 7 remake. It'd be nice if they say when the other parts of that's coming out as well. That'd be pretty.
That's
yeah.
If this is coming like 2022, 2023, the part 2 is not coming out before then.
Yeah.
So you're looking maybe 2025 would be my guess is when you're getting that. Probably 5 years between each part.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, which is a bit.
Be 2035 to time all 4 parts are out.
Fucking hell, yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll wait till then. When when in 15 years' time to get it. Yeah,
to get the full lot. Yeah,
15 years' time when I'll be 35.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
You 20 now?
I am. Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
He was born in 2000.
Yeah.
All right. And we need to add about 40 years onto that, but yeah. Ooh. Go on.
Sick burn.
Next game.
Next game, Spider-Man Miles Morales. So we had a bit of story detail and gameplay. So set in Harlem. So I don't know if it's all set in Harlem or You're going to be able to go to the
again.
So the whole thing. So
it's so shit they keep you to one district of New York.
Well, it's a 1.5 as they keep saying, don't they? So it looks good. It's a launch game, and then they announced it's also going to be available on the PS4. So they're doing a bit of a Microsoft here. You know, I remember you texted me a picture saying about it, being on launch, and I was like, oh, I'm going to have to play it on PS4, and you was like, you can't play it on PS4. It's not Xbox. And I was like, it literally says right there in this thing you've sent me, available for PS4. And then also Sackboy and Horizon are going to be on PS4 as well.
I don't like that decision at all.
I don't think you'd agree with it, because I've seen on Twitter and that people are saying, it's Microsoft again. What's the point of me upgrading? What's the point of me going next gen? If they're just going to, the big three games, biggish games are going to be on the PS4 already. So, and there's more controversy as well. So you can buy, for £70, you can buy the Ultimate Edition. So you get Miles Morales and the original Spider-Man 2018 remastered for the PS5. And you can get the game on its own for I think it's around £50 in the UK for both PS4 and PS5.
Yep.
Just the Miles Morales. But they're not saying if you have Spider-Man on the PS4 that you won't, I don't think you're going to get a free upgrade for it to be on PS5. Like some other games are doing, they get the free upgrade. So, they're not really saying that you're going to be able to do that, which is kind of peeled a few people off. So,
is there any first-party games that are doing that?
I don't know.
I don't think there is there?
No.
I don't think Naughty Dog have said that Last of Us Part 2. I don't think Sucker Punch has said Ghost is doing it. I don't think any first-party PlayStation game is giving you a free upgrade.
No. Well, it's... For me, I wouldn't buy... Even if I was getting a PS5, I wouldn't buy the Ultimate Edition anyway, because I've got a Spider-Man on PS4. So I'd just buy the Miles Morales one.
There's no trophies though, which I'm like,
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
No. Oh, to be fair,
why are you doing this to me? I've already got a platinum. Why are you?
I ain't even completed the original Spider-Man from 2018, so I can't play Miles Morales yet anyway. So,
Okay. Are you going to complete it before?
I will before I get the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like this is a promise that's not going to be fulfilled.
Yeah. No. Before I get the game, I will finish it. Who knows when that will be?
Sure.
But I don't know if you have any more thoughts on Spider-Man.
Yeah, I've got some actual thoughts on the actual game rather than all the controversy around it.
Okay.
I thought it looked fantastic. That gameplay trailer, once again, it sent me back to like 2016 when they originally revealed the 2018 Spider-Man, and he's swinging through New York, and he's going through that little cafe, and you're like, there's no way this is gameplay.
Yeah.
And then I watched that again, and it was like, there's no way this is gameplay. And then it is, because you've already played it 2 years ago. And it just looks stunning. It looks incredible. I love them games there. You know what you're getting. I'm quite interested about the file size. It's 50 gig. And the remake is 55 gig. So if you get the Ultimate Edition, is it called Ultimate Edition?
Yeah.
It's 105 gig. And so it's kind of interesting that the actual full 2018 game was supposed to be a full game. It's like only 5 gig more than this game, which is only supposed to be like a short experience. So it's it's clearly a lot more to this game than, or maybe it's just the map and the world of New York being in 4K with all the ray tracing and all that. That's what's really taken out a big chunk of it. So can't wait to play it.
Excited. Okay, as just a little tease, probably be playing on the PS4. So
what do you think of it?
I thought it looked good. Yeah, it looked really good. Yeah, like you say, like the bit with the bridge, like putting it together, reminiscent of the scene from Homecoming where he's trying to pull the boat together. It looks really good. I'm excited for it.
I'd like to put those little teasers, or not teasers, but references, don't I? Remember, like in 2018, not to spoil it, but the train scene where he's holding the train.
Yeah.
Very similar to Spider-Man 2.
Have I got that far? Don't even know if I've got that far.
No? Oh, well, there you go.
Cheers, mate.
Great moment.
So I will complete the first one and then play this. So, yeah.
Yep.
That was some point. Next game, Hogwarts Legacy. So this was actually, that's I love Harry Potter. I'm a fan. Not really that many good Harry Potter games. The best Harry Potter game I've ever played was on the original Xbox, and it was the game that came out around the same time as the film, so the Chamber of Secrets, but it wasn't like you didn't play Daniel Radcliffe and all that, and it was such a good game. Like you could explore Hogwarts and collect the jelly beans, and it's really good. I loved it. I love that game. So it's really, really fantastic game. So seeing this, like Harry Potter,
that. I think it was good. Yeah,
it's really good.
Could you play like Quidditch as well? Could you like play? Was that a separate game?
I think you could play Quidditch on it, but there also was a separate Harry Potter game called Quidditch World Cup, which was also really good. Love that game.
I hope you can play that in this as well.
I think you can. We saw like a little bit of like broom. You saw some broom action, didn't you? So
broom. She was sweeping her room. Yeah.
So RPG, Harry Potter RPG set in Hogwarts. I think it's brilliant. I hope you can pick what house you want to be in, and do the different classes, and obviously then there's going to be some story where you're trying to just fucking investigating some stuff and that. It looks really good. I'm really excited for it.
I can't wait for it either.
Hogwarts Legacy. I just wonder when it'd be set. I wonder if it'd be set before or after.
They already said it's 1800s.
Oh, okay. So there you go. Well, long before Voldemort and that. Yeah, cool, sweet. So look, I'm excited for that. That will actually generally grab my attention.
Yeah. I hope it obviously does well. It looks fantastic. Considering how long this game has been in development for, because it got leaked in it a few years ago. Do you remember when you saw the images and stuff? It was like, okay, this is really cool. I hope this is real. And you almost like forgot about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Similar to actually Batman with the whole Court of Owls. That's been like so rumored and teased for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like we've got them both now this year. So that's really, it's really cool. Can't wait.
So it's made by Avalanche. I think they're the same guys that made Mad Max. Avalanche made Mad Max. And Rage 2. They've done Rage 2. So
okay,
yeah. Again, totally different. Step for their new game.
Did they do the Toys to Life stuff with Disney? Did they do the Disney Infinity stuff as well? I think
maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I think of someone different. I'm not sure.
But looking forward to that. I hope it does well. Harry
so
Potter.
Do I. Yeah, I hope the obviously not to do a deep dive into it, but obviously the whole controversy with J.K. Rowling. It's clearly going to get review bombed when it first comes out, and it's clearly going to. I don't know how well it will sell, but I'm sure it'll do fine, and hopefully that doesn't impact the quality of the game. Because
exactly, I'm playing a game for the game because I think it'd be cool to do an RPG in Hogwarts. You know what I mean? So
it's very cool.
That's what I'm all about. Get some broom action going, some spells.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tidy your room. Yeah. I can't
tidy
wait.
my room. Just sit in a common room, pretend I'm there. Try and escape real life.
Get that XP for sweeping. Like, I'm going to unlock my sweeping tree.
Yeah, I'm just can't wait. I've been to the Harry Potter world, the Harry Potter studio tour in Watford. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
It's annoying is though, you go, and you're like, oh, that's cool, and then like they just keep adding more and more stuff to it, and you're like, well, I've kind of got to go back now. So. Because they've got the
Disneyland,
they've got the Slytherin common room in there now, and Gringotts. So,
yeah. Well, you will go back, mate.
I've got to go back. Okay, so next one was Call of Duty Cold War. Don't really have much to say about this. The gameplay trailer looks very nice, flashy. Looks very good.
It looked like a movie, didn't it? Really, it's like watching a movie scene, and I watch it once again, thinking, I really wish this wasn't Call of Duty because I actually want to play this game. This actually looks really cool.
Yeah,
but then I remember, oh no, it's Call of Duty. So nah.
There was a weird bit in the trailer where like he got his sniper out, and he was like, he got his sniper out to shoot someone, and then lined up the shot, and then shot, but then missed, and it's like, was that meant to
when
happen?
The bullet went slowly and went for the person's
it's
head?
like, did the person actually miss, or was it gonna hit? And then the game's like, no, we're gonna need you to miss, and all that. So that was a bit weird. And then there was a very graphic.
Yeah, it was definitely deliberate.
Someone put a knife through someone's face. That was up close and personal. There's one point, and then obviously the remote control. So remote control car. So like from the original Black Ops.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. Like you say, I would like to play it, but it's Call of Duty, and I was gonna. I might still actually, because you can play the alpha for the online, so the multiplayer this weekend for free. Yep. When this goes out, it would have finished. But I might download it and maybe play a little bit tonight to see what it's like.
Okay. Yeah.
I was meant to do it, download it on Friday, but I forgot. So yeah,
a little bit late.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, by the time it's downloaded, it'll probably be finished. But you know, I can give it a go. Yeah. So yeah, that was that. And the next one again, Resi 8, The Village, trailer and a little bit of gameplay. That's coming in 2021. And that played a Resident Evil for a long time. So
yeah, I'm not the right person to talk about it either.
Yeah,
it's got a massive fan base and loads of people are really interested in it. And it looks cool, scary.
Yeah,
it's going to be great. Yeah, I've got not much to say about that one.
No, we might have to get a guest in that week to review that, maybe. You know.
Yeah, I suppose if anybody's interested in it being.
My brother I know my brother plays them, so.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, we can get him to do it on. Another game I've never played. Sorry, skipped one. Let me do that. Let me do this one first. Devil May Cry 5, the special edition, is getting released digitally at launch. So it specifically said that, didn't it? Digital release. So that's getting released on the day of the PS5 gets released.
Yep, cool.
Never played a Devil May Cry game. I know people enjoy them.
Yeah, it's got a massive franchise, isn't it? That's returned. Yeah. What makes me, probably because it's all about speed, isn't it? But it's got turbo mode where it speeds up even faster. That must be mental. I'm honestly intrigued. I just want to watch a video of someone playing this in turbo mode.
Turbo mode, yeah.
Yeah, because it's already like really hack slashy fast, and now you just.
Yeah, exactly.
It just like I don't know. I imagine it would be quite fun to play.
It's a game that people love to play, but they don't have the patience to play it normally, so they need to play it even faster. They're so busy.
Yeah,
they just need to
put it on
1.5.
Yeah. I feel like it's like a bit like Doom. It's got to be like just up the scales. Just more intense, more heavy metal, more guns, more monsters. Just intense, extreme, and that's what I feel like this is, but with swords.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, it does. I won't be. I can categorically what you say now. I won't be playing it. So.
Yep, another one I won't be either.
Another game that was actually got me a lot more interested now than I was before was Deathloop. So, from Arcane Studios and published by Bethesda Softworks. So, it's supposed to be a launch game, but it's been delayed to Q2 2021. It looks really good. So it is. I looked into it. It is a single player game, but there is like a 2-player mode as well, like multiplayer mode. And it just kind of, I don't know, it expanded on it a little bit more, didn't it? So you have to kill 8 people within 24 hours, which we knew, to get out the loop. But you can also do stuff to get them together, so you can try and potentially take out 2 people at once, or maybe even 3. So I suppose the more you play, the more loops you've done, the more information you get, and which means then you're going to be able to work out a plan and strategize. And yeah, I just think I'm a lot more interested in that game now than I was. And you got the other thing where you're hunting 8 people to break the loop, but someone else is hunting just you. Okay. So I think it's going to be like mad gameplay. It looks like obviously got guns and like some sort of like powers, reminiscent from like the Dishonored games. So
I wish it was third person, not first person. Personally,
yeah, I think it looks quite. I think it looks quite good as first person. To be honest, I prefer it to be first. It looks really good. What about you? Are you interested in this now? Less, more, neutral?
Neutral to less, I would say. Okay. There's parts of it that I think are really interesting. Like everything you just read, it sounds really cool and interesting, like as a concept. And then whenever I watch the trailers and I see like the dialogue, and it's very Bethesda with its like the stylish kind of. It reminds me a little bit of also the same as like the Fallout kind of. I don't know, quirky, or even like BioShock as well, where it's kind of got that, I don't know, interesting kind of dialogue. And it seems like really cool. But then when it actually comes to gameplay, like I said, the first person, Arcane, like I never played Dishonored.
Yeah.
Not my type of thing.
I tried to play Dishonored 1. I didn't get on with it. I didn't like it. So,
yeah, and it looks very similar in terms of like controls to that. And I know I don't like that. So that is why I'm on the fence, because I don't think I like the ideas, but actual gameplay, I don't think I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. It's different takes from both of us there, but wait to get some more news on that when it comes before it comes out in 2021. So Q2, so that's like the summer for us, our summer, isn't it? So us. What Q2 be? So May, June, May, June, July, April, May, June.
I think it'll come out in May.
Yeah, sometime like that. Yeah. Trying to work out the seasons is tough. Okay, so and the last game they showed was Demon's Souls Remake release. It's going to be a launch release. It made like the trailer they showed looked stunning. Like the remake of the game looked really good, and the guy playing it was just going around like one hitting all these zombie things and just killing them. And I was like, I actually don't look tough. This don't look very tough at all. And then you get to like some big boss thing at the end and just got absolutely destroyed. It's just those games just look so intimidating to me, because you're hitting the bosses and their life just doesn't go down, and you just know you're going to be in a boss fight for about 20 minutes just trying to avoid getting hit because you get killed, and hacking away at them slowly. And this is why I don't like those games, because I would just lose it. And if I got killed right near when I was nearly beating the boss, I would just... It happened on... It's not the same, but it's kind of the same. Hollow Knight.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of got annoyed. I had to keep going back and fighting the same boss, and in the end, I just stopped playing it, which is a shame because it's a really good game. But
yeah, I did the same,
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to play Demon's Souls or Dark Souls or Bloodborne. I just can't play those games. They're not for me, And if you can play them and you really enjoy them, good on you, because you've got a lot more patience than me. I just can't.
Yeah.
Even some of the fights in Ghost of Tsushima, I got bored and I was like, well, I'm just going to go in there and try and kill this person because I want to get on with it. And obviously then you die because you've got to be patient, and I don't have patience. So yeah, I can't play these games. Yeah.
No. Fair enough. Good takes. I feel very similar to you. I'm not very good at these games, and I just don't have the patience, or I guess the time or the commitment to actually learn how to beat these monsters, because it's kind of like, okay, you fight this guy, you're supposed to die, and you're supposed to like learn from each kind of experience.
My dog's just going a bit mad there. Sorry about that.
So each kind of time you die, you're supposed to learn from like your mistakes and like like this is when I'm supposed to roll, this is when I'm supposed to block, this is when I'm supposed to hit, and it's supposed to be like a learning thing. So
you have to learn. You have to like watch it, and you kind of have to die a couple of times because you have to watch the bosses, watch how like you say, watch how they move and all that, and then get the pattern. And I just don't have
the
time.
Closest thing that I've done to that was probably killing the Queen Valkyrie in God of War.
Yeah.
I died so many times because she had like all the moves of all the other Valkyries, and they were already difficult, and she was by far the toughest, and I died so many times because the only reason why I kept doing it is because there was the last trophy I needed for the platinum. So I was like, I'm doing this because there's no way I've not done all this and not getting the platinum now. And there was literally a moment where I did really well, done it almost perfect. She had like a little bit of life, and I had loads of life. And there was this move where she can jump up in the air, and if she kind of grabbed you, she could just snap your neck. It doesn't matter how much life you had; it would just kill you instantly. Oh, I had to turn my PlayStation off for a bit. It was.
Yeah, not for me. So both won't be getting that one.
Fantastic.
It looks really good. Yeah,
that is what a remake should look like. Ubisoft, if you're listening to this, which I'm sure you're not, like that is what the level of your remake should be with Prince of Persia. The Prince deserves better. Yeah,
definitely. Okay, so then they announced PlayStation Plus Collection, which is 18 games that are going to be available to download if you've got a PlayStation Plus subscription on the PS5 on launch day. I'm going to read a few out now. So I'm just going to read out a few that comes with it. So you got Monster Hunter World, Fallout 4, God of War, Days Gone, Until Dawn, Detroit, Battlefield 1, Infamous Second Son, The Last Guardian, The Last of Us Remastered, Persona 5, Resident Evil 7, Until Dawn, Uncharted 4, Mortal Kombat X, and I think there's a couple more. Unless that is I didn't count them. So yeah, what do you think about that? Do you think that's a good idea?
I think it's a great idea.
I think it's a good idea. I think if you've got PlayStation 4, if you've had the PlayStation 4 and you've got PlayStation Plus, you probably have most of them because, obviously apart from God of War, which hasn't been on there, a few of them have been on the have been on PlayStation Plus as well before. And if you've had a PlayStation 4, you most likely have already gone and played God of War and The Last of Us Remastered. So there was a couple on there that I haven't played. So I've never played on Infamous Second Son, even though it was on PlayStation Plus. I forgot to download it.
Sure.
Not played The Last Guardian. But I hear a lot of stuff about Persona 5, but apparently it's hundreds of hours to complete it.
Yeah,
so.
I will give it a go. I was thinking about buying it recently because I wanted to get into a new JRPG. So I'll wait for that. That's great. And obviously Days Gone. I haven't got Days Gone. I know you recently bought it. So once again, I can jump in.
Yeah.
So, and give it a go. So I think there was another one on there that I was like, okay, that's kind of one I missed in this, but it's not really designed for me or you, I guess. That's playing most PlayStation first parties for people that had an Xbox, for people that's jumping into the PlayStation for the first time.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for that. Yeah,
free collection of these fantastic games, and I think it's great. I think a lot of people that are comparing it to Game Pass is kind of making a mistake. This is not them competing with Game Pass.
No,
it's them just, doing almost like a Nintendo thing with the Nintendo, where they've got the NES and SNES, whatever, collections. These are collections, and they might do a collection later on with the PS3 games. Here's a PS3 collection. Here's a PS2 collection.
Yeah,
because they're saying they're not backwards compatible, but that might be their solution to it.
Yeah, and obviously they're not all first party because you got Monster Hunter in there. You got Battlefield 1, Detroit, Fallout 4, Resident Evil. So yeah, it's I think it's just another
Batman as well. Batman as well.
Yeah, you're most likely going to get a PlayStation Plus subscription. You're gonna, and you got all these games you can download when you want to play them. So it's a good idea, I think. Excellent. So now I've got some specs on the PS5.
Are we skipping like maybe one of the biggest announcements? No.
Right. Well, I'll scroll down then. Okay. So, at the end of this presentation, so for the whole showcase, you had like the X and the circle and the triangle, didn't you? And it was all white, and then every cut in between the game, it was getting bluer and coming to life, you could say. That's how I took it anyway. And then it showed the PlayStation, went in around the PlayStation, and then bang, had the price there. Had the prices listed. It listed it in USD, Euro,
can we rewind?
GBP, and
can we rewind?
Go on. Why? It was in the flow then.
Sorry, mate. Sorry. Just a quick rewind back to the games.
Oh, okay. No? Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Because I feel like we've maybe skipped one of the biggest announcements in the whole conference.
I'm trying to actually think of, because I must have completely forgot what this is. So go on in.
God of War, Ragnarok, tease.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you know what? I didn't write that down. That was, I won't lie to you as well. I had to pause the showcase at one point. So I was watching it in delay. And then you text me. And as I was watching it, you text me, God of War 2, 2021. And I was like, thanks, mate.
I thought we were watching it live together.
That did look really good. So God of War Ragnarok, 2021. Apparently, whether or not it will actually come out in 2021 is another thing.
If you didn't need any more hype to get a PlayStation,
I won't lie to you. That's what pushed me over the edge. That was like, I think I'll text you afterwards. I need one. So I went from I'm not too bothered, which I think I've gone back to now, to I want one. Yeah. So, really, really good. And you just hear Kratos, when you need to prepare and
it's like, why are they showing this tease? It is exactly for what you just said. There's some people that were on the fence. Should I get a PS5? I'm happy with my PS4. And then they do that. And that was just a little push that they needed.
Yeah.
To be like, let's just do a teaser for the best game on the PS4 that we're doing a sequel. It's going to be on PS5. And this will probably be the first game that will be just on PS5.
Yeah. That will be when you need to if you want to play this game, you need to upgrade. Yeah.
Yeah. This will be the one that's pushing you to PS5.
Yeah. Apparently, as far as I know, the only three big ones they've announced are the ones they announced. So, Okay, so let's pretend I didn't skip over that. So the next bit,
Go back. Yeah.
the next bit, then they announced the prices. So we got a list of the prices for the digital and the disc one. So I'll read them out now. Everyone most likely already knows. So PlayStation. So the disc drive one is $499 in the US, $499 in Europe, $449 in the UK, and 49,980 in Japan. So and then the discless, so the digital edition, $399 in the US, $399 in Europe, $359 in the UK, and 39,980 in Japan. So I imagine that's Japan. I don't actually know what that symbol is. I'm just assuming it is Japanese. Like yen.
Yen. Is it yen?
Yeah, Japanese yen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was kind of, I can't remember what the prediction was last week. I think that you said.
Yeah. What was your prediction?
I think I said around about 450 for the disc. So obviously that was
okay.
Correct. And then 350, £90.
Okay. Did you? Okay.
To be fair, I've changed my mind so many times.
Yeah, I feel like you said it was more expensive.
I think I said it so much. I think I've just covered every possible outcome. So I
know what you mean. I know what you mean.
I won.
I know that I definitely went $499 for the disc, and then I went $449 for the disc.
Okay. I think that's what I probably ended up saying as well. Yeah. So for the discless to be £90 anyway, £90 cheaper than what you thought it was going to be. You know, it's and £90 cheaper than the disc one. So the disc one
was right. We was right about the disc.
Right, the disc. Yeah, I mean, we was wrong about the discless.
I guess we was £50 more expensive with both of them.
Yeah. So and I suppose as soon as you saw that, you was like, "I'm on it. I'm going for digital. Going for the digital edition." Yeah. I did see they didn't announce. So they announced the specs for some of for the disc one, but I didn't see what the SSD drive was for the discless.
It's the exact same. The internal
is that 825?
Identical. Yeah. Everything is identical.
Yeah. So they've, like you said, they needed to be a terabyte, which obviously is a little bit under. But yeah, not like Xbox where terabyte in the disc and 512 in the digital. So and then obviously we got the release date. So it's coming out on November the 12th in the US, Japan, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, and South Korea, and the 19th of November everywhere else in the world. So obviously we're having to wait to the 19th of November.
Yep.
If I got one, it was going to be as a gift for me, so I'd have to wait till Christmas anyway. So it doesn't really affect me. So yeah, how do you feel about that? You know, having to wait a whole week later. You're going to be jealous? You're going to?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough week. I ain't going to lie.
A tough week, yeah. You're going to.
But I think, did I predict that on the show? Or I definitely said it to someone where I said that I think the delay is nothing to do with manufacturing. I think it's to do with distribution and how they're going to ship and run the world. And I wouldn't be surprised if they released it in Japan and America first. Yeah. And then we get it later, like a later date.
Which is happening, yeah.
Which they then did. So I'm not exactly surprised that they did that. I would like to say I'm actually really proud of Sony and PlayStation of the whole pre-order thing. Because the whole thing I was going on about last week when I was ranting and raving that why they pushed it this early and that they had to open the pre-orders before Microsoft because it was absolute obviously that was what they needed to do. I did not think they had the balls to do it the same day or the next day.
We're going to get onto the whole pre-order thing because it was a bit of a fiasco. Just before this showcase, they said that they're going to have to cut launch window production by 4 million because they've had some issues with their chips. Yep. So, and then obviously that will tie into what we talk about, you know, when we go on to the pre-order. So let's talk about, I've got a question actually. Someone said it wasn't through Twitter, it was on Gmail. And the question is, did we manage to get I'll summarize it. Did we manage to get a pre-order? And was it, difficult or anything? So Reese, if obviously listeners can't see him, he's grinning all over his face and looks like an idiot. So you got one. You got yours, yeah?
Yes, I got one, yes. Yeah. Yes, it was an event But I did get it. Yeah, thankfully I got it. Yeah, I was very, very lucky. I was on Twitter and I was seeing all the ongoing tweets about release dates because there was no dates in the conference itself.
Exactly. That's what I was going to bring up. In the conference itself, no release, nothing like to say, oh, the pre-order's open now. So we got the price release date, but nothing when why didn't they put it in the showcase themselves? Why didn't they? They didn't even announce all the launch games in the showcase. That ties
into a great question. So we had a question from Anthony.
Yeah.
Who DM'd us on Twitter and he said, "Hi PT players, why didn't Sony show any release dates during the conference, including games? There was nothing."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. Maybe they had to rush this out because obviously the game they didn't announce Sackboy as a release day launch. The Astrobot one I think we've covered before, which is coming built into the actual PlayStation itself. They didn't mention that on this showcase. Sure. Spider-Man, they showed it, but they didn't say when it was out. They just said holiday.
Yeah.
But everyone assumed it was a release day game. Yeah. I don't know. I think it was. I won't lie to you. I think it's a fucking bit shambolic. It's. They said, we had to wait. We had to hear from Jeff Keighley. I don't follow Jeff Keighley. I don't. But you had to hear from him for him to tell us when the pre-orders were going out. And he's like, Sony have said that they're going to be available on Thursday. So everyone was like, right, okay, cool. Thursday, tomorrow. We're going to. Yeah, tomorrow, which would have been Thursday.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. We're going to get bed to order it on Thursday. Someone like me, the showcase was at 9:00. Although on Thursday, cool, I'll go to bed. Got work tomorrow, whatever. Wake up, they're all gone. And then later on in Twitter, he's tweeting out, actually, maybe some retailers will be able to get them tonight. It's just, I just don't understand what they was doing. They said before they released that, before they even announced when it was coming out in the price, they said it's not going to be a last minute thing to get pre-orders. Don't worry. We've up production. You're going to have enough time to get your pre-orders in. And it's a lie, basically. They said Thursday, pre-orders tomorrow, which is the Thursday. People went there and they've gone. Amazon in the UK sold out within 40 minutes. So everyone who waited to Thursday were really just shit out of luck because you couldn't get one.
Yeah.
So I know yourself, you stayed up, you saw these tweets, you stayed up and you got one that night, didn't you, after midnight?
Yeah. To answer the question as well. Are you finished?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, I finished my rant, So
I didn't want to cut you up again twice in one episode.
Yeah.
To answer the question, I think it goes back to the whole game they were playing this whole time, the chicken game. That conference, that video was probably ready for months. They just had it sat there. There's no dates. There's nothing. That was just built in a vacuum. They were just ready to do the launch window. As soon as Xbox released their dates, they could just go. It was ready. They just were sat there, waiting there, knowing that they could just leave it until they go first. And whatever they do, we're just going to put our pre-order date before them. And that's exactly what they did. And I think they executed it exactly what they wanted to do in terms of that.
But in a shambolic fiasco, which it is, because even they tweeted out saying, we apologise. Oh, let's face it, guys, that could have gone a bit smoother. It's like, fuck off, Sony. What are you playing at? It's just kind of. I know you're the spokesperson for Sony. You're on their side. I'm for the side of the people. I'm the side of the listeners who are disappointed you couldn't get a PlayStation.
I'm not on the side of anybody. I'm just on the side of truth, to be honest with you. But
we know you're being paid by PlayStation.
I wish I was. Jesus Christ. Wow. I would have got a free PS5 rather than paying for it myself. It definitely could have gone smoother. I don't think them saying tomorrow, and it actually did happen the next day. To be fair, it was half an hour early. I guess tomorrow depends on where you are in the world as well. Like, he was in America. Tomorrow to us is a very different time to tomorrow where they are.
No, because in America, they was watching it Wednesday. They'd have been watching it Wednesday afternoon. So tomorrow to them is Thursday. We was watching it Wednesday evening. Tomorrow to us is Thursday. So tomorrow is Thursday. If you was watching it in Australia, tomorrow would have been Friday. But, where he was tweeting from in America, same thing.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I'm thinking time rather than actual dates. But is it like here? It went early by half an hour. Game and Smiths decided to go early ahead of everybody else. It was only those two that went ahead, and they decided to do it. I don't know if Smiths did it straight away, but I know Game were the first ones, and they did it at 11:30. Is that PlayStation's fault? For Game deciding to go half an hour early? I don't think they can control that. It's not their... And even if they say Game waited half an hour, would it made any difference to how quickly they sold out? No, it wouldn't have.
No, but you know you do know it's there. That even they're seeing it as their fault a bit, because they're saying sorry. They're basically apologising. You know, they're saying, "Oh, we'll try and get more out."
Whinging because they don't. People are a bit stupid.
Yeah, and I dare say there's some people out there, just absolute bastards, have ordered more than one. You know, there's people out there.
That's the big problem.
Yeah, that's the big problem. Or people ordering more than one, and they're obviously going to try and resell them. I just don't know how people can do it. You know, just scumbags. So,
yeah. Well, I stayed up. I got it from Game. Then I saw it was available in the morning on Very. And I was like, did I get my one last night? Because it was very sketchy. Game never took any money. They didn't give me a date. And it was like, oh, this seems very insecure, whether or not I've got it or not. So then I saw it. I was checking in the morning because I was hoping to get it on Very. And I was just thinking, have I got this one? Have I not got that one? So I was kind of thinking about getting the second one just to make sure I've got it secure. So
you did get two?
I did secure.
So you are the scumbag I'm talking about. You are the... And the thing is, it's not even like, oh, you know what, Reese, you got two. If you do get two, I'll buy one off you, because you had to go for the digital one. I can't do that. So you're not only scumbag, selfish. You're selfish, Reese.
I think you're selfish. Think about yourself.
I'd have had to have, drive up to Sheffield.
To be fair, since it's confirmed that I've got one of them, I'll either cancel the other one so someone else can get it, or I will just sell it to someone that I know, because loads of people have asked me.
For double the price?
No, absolutely. I wouldn't make any profit on
make a tidy profit.
Yeah. I could do the eBay thing if I wanted to, but to be fair, my intentions were not...
You just wanted to make sure you got one for yourself, yeah. You just
exactly. I just wanted to make sure, because the Game thing was very... Because the only reason why I got it, similar to how you tried, you waited till Argos. Argos did the right thing. They gave you a date. They said it's coming live then. You stayed up.
I'll tell my story, So
you still didn't get it.
Argos was like, Friday, we're going to go Friday. So Argos, for people outside the UK, people in the UK know what we're talking about. People outside the UK, it's a retail shop. So Argos, went to Argos, and they said there's going to be on Friday, but then they said from midnight. So I was like, cool. You know, went out Thursday, come back, thought I'll stay up to midnight to have a look, waited till midnight, and then, waiting. Got to 1:15. The website wasn't loading. It just crashed. It completely shut itself. And I couldn't get one. Woke up the next day, and they're all gone. So, yeah, I know what you mean. I get what you're saying. That wasn't. Yeah, that's just the infrastructure around Argos. Everyone was just flooding the website trying to get one. But
Amazon seems to be probably the only one that wouldn't do that, because their server clearly can deal with such.
But then I saw a story saying that people who got one from Amazon might not necessarily get it on launch day. So
Amazon do that. That's why I stayed away from Amazon. They do that all the time, and they also take your pre-order and they don't even have it in stock.
Yeah, and they could cancel it. Yeah.
So I don't trust them at all.
As we said earlier on, for everyone out there who couldn't get a, thanks to both our people who sent us questions in. The question I got from, I think it was Jake on the Gmail, said, one of us did, one of us didn't, and Sony did tweet out. So I'll read the tweet now that Sony tweeted out. Let's be honest, PS5 pre-orders could have gone a lot smoother. We truly apologise for that. Over the next few days, we will release more PS5 consoles for pre-order. Retailers will share more details, and more PS5s will be available through the end of the year. So more's coming. So hopefully, I will be able to get one. I've kind of seesawed on whether I want one. I went from not bothered and then hearing about Spider-Man was going to be on PS4 to thinking, I'm really not bothered, to then thinking, no, I need it, I want it, and now me thinking, when I was up at 1:15 trying to pre-order it, trying to get onto the website, I was kind of thinking, is it, do I need to be doing this? And then I kind of thought, no, I want one. And then now I've gone back to, I ain't bothered, I'll wait. So I'm just kind of very indecisive and if I want one or not. But as it stands at the moment,
yeah, I'm not on the fence at all. I'm fully in. I definitely want one. Although what you just said there can actually go into our next question. So we actually had a question once again on Twitter. So thank you for anybody that has written in, like you just said, Brad. It's just really nice. So Sarah wrote in, and no, the people, not you. And she said, what actually happened after the event? No pre-order date was shown at the event. Then it was revealed it would be the next day. Next thing I know, they were sold out everywhere. What the fuck happened? Which I guess we've already answered. The second part of her question is also, do you have any tips when it comes to pre-ordering something?
Oh, I don't, because it didn't work for me. So no, I'm sorry.
Maybe just give them tips of what you did. So this is not what to do.
Yeah, not what to do. And wait till they say when the pre-orders are going to come available, and just try and order it then. So don't listen to them, and then maybe just go a bit maverick and do whatever you want. Because I waited until midnight when they said it was going to be available, and then, like I say, it didn't work. Or try someone with better servers so the websites don't continually crash.
Yep.
That's my tip.
Not a bad tip. Yeah. My tips are how I actually got it with Game. So I had the same thing as Brad. I was on Game. I saw it on Twitter. Actually, Game tweeted it out. We're opening pre-orders right now. I was like, shit, got to get on that quick. Got on it, got on the page, scrolling through. They had all these different bundles. It was like, oh, shit, I just want to get the one just digital console, only. I was just, and I absolutely had that at the bottom. That was the cheapest one. And so I finally got it, selected it. They realized I didn't have a login for Game. I was like, fuck, this is taking too long. As soon as I went to do my login details, server unavailable, service unavailable, I was like, shit, I'm going to lose this now. Kiss and refresh, got back on, finally logged in, got to like the address screen. Once again, service unavailable. I was like, shit, I'm definitely not getting this now. Then let's just try it on my phone. I switched it quickly to my phone, like the same, I did like a hands off with my iPhone and got the direct link to where the page I was on my Mac, and it just worked from there, and I got through the whole thing.
Yeah, you said for me to try this. I was actually trying on my phone and my iPad. I wasn't on my Mac. I was on, both phone and I had both phone and iPad going simultaneously. I was like some sort of, evil genius there with all my Apple stuff, and it just didn't work.
No, I think I got very lucky, and that's why I was very unsure that I actually did it. And that is why as soon as they were up in the morning, because I woke up in the morning thinking I want to get on Ferry because I already got a Ferry account. I know it'll just be an express checkout thing, log in, put it on the account and get it. I knew I would have it secure. So I looked in the morning as soon as I woke up to see if it was on Ferry. They weren't available at all. It still said register if you're interested. Then I was just scrolling through the internet, blah, blah, blah. And then I saw this website that was doing stock checkers. And I thought, I'll get an alert for that to see when it's going live on other websites. And then as soon as I went on, it said they're available and Ferry. I was like, oh, I just checked. They're not. So I clicked the link and they were available. So then, I just secured it straight away. Yeah, I got it straight away. I did message my friend, other friend, Brad, because he wanted it as well in the morning. I knew you already wanted to just do Argos. And he didn't have a Very account. He had to create one. In the time he created a Very account, he got a confirmation email and he thought he had it. And then when he showed me the confirmation email, like when we was at work, he actually said in red writing, you will get a refund. We sold out.
I've got a Very account, and I did, to be honest, I don't know, because you remember you when you messaged me, I looked and they'd gone again. I don't really mind. I don't know what I thought it'd be more of I thought because Argos were holding out, I thought, it's a good chance. And I've got like a shitload of Argos vouchers that I need to use, and I thought I might as well use them on this. It's either that or an expensive coffee machine. So it looks like I'm going to get a coffee machine. It's, to be fair, exactly the same thing happened when the Switch came out. Didn't pre-order it, come out, I weren't interested, played my mates, and then I was like, I need this. So left his house. Both me and my girlfriend was like, yes, get one. Couldn't get one anywhere. Like, this was in end of March, beginning of April, the year it came out. So not long after it came out. couldn't get one. He got one from like the Ideal Home Expo, I think, like somewhere random. Couldn't get one anywhere, and I was like, oh well, just can't get it. But somehow, my birthday at the end of May, I don't know how she did it. My girlfriend just got one. I don't know where she got it from. I don't know how she got it. I don't know. So I'm hoping the same happens with the PS5. I don't think I can get one, and then she's just like, here you go. So yeah, I think she was just searching every day, everywhere, and then one just come available or something, and then she grabbed it. But
she paid one of them trolls on eBay, like double.
I don't know, but so Tale of Two Halves there. One of us got one, and then one of us didn't. But obviously, you was more invested to get one. You was gonna do everything you can because you really wanted one. I was on the fence, like you said. So
yeah, I just had to make sure I was going to get it. But to answer our question, tips would be multiple screens, like Brett just said. As many screens as you've got, every device you've got that you can have, you need to be having that, and you need to be refreshing it like a couple of minutes before the deadline date. If they've got an app as well, so like Argos or
I completely forgot about the app. Yeah, the app probably would have been more stable.
Yeah,
so
it's a completely separate server. So if the website goes down, the app wouldn't. So that's another alternative. And go on a website, or if you haven't already, register beforehand. So have all your shipping details, your banking details, have all that ready, and just try and. You just want to not be filling in boxes, because the time you register, you put all your address in, your bank details in. Loads of people have gone through that checkout before you. So make sure you register beforehand and have as many screens as you possibly can, and you should get it fine.
Yeah.
All them crazy bots.
I do look every day. I keep looking where to get one. The Sun, which is a newspaper in the UK, is absolute shit because. You look at it and it's like apparently it was updated 2 hours ago, and it's like Argos in stock. It's like, well, they're not fucking in stock. Why are you? You know what I mean? This is obviously
all
they haven't updated
interest emails. I got like loads like on Friday.
You know what? I registered with Argos. I think I registered with maybe Smiths. I didn't get one. I set up on two different email addresses. Didn't get one notification, so that was a waste of fucking time.
I got a few.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, they were gone straight away. Unbelievable.
But gone from literally us saying every week, maybe this week would be the day that maybe this week will be when they announce, and then they didn't, to both Microsoft and PlayStation just, putting out all the stops and releasing it all. So
it's over now. We know it all. It's finished. Pre-orders are done.
The podcast is done. We're finished now. No more episodes. It's been fun. We'll see you later.
Yeah. Well.
So, yeah. Yeah, really good. I've got some specs here if you want. The PS5 versus the Xbox Series X. I won't go into all the detail like I was last week because I was just reading out numbers.
You were reading out numbers.
I'll just go out with the big bit. So the PS5 CPU has got 8 times Zen 2 cores. The CPU for the Series X has also got 8 cores. So cool. The memory, both 16 gig. And then I think the main one really is the Xbox Series X has 1 terabyte SSD, and the PS5 has a 825 SSD. So both have got expandable storage as well. So Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
I think for me, the disc one, the 800 and odd would be okay for a little bit longer than if it was a digital one, because obviously I buy predominantly on disc. I can't see the 825 gig on a digital edition lasting very long, especially for someone like you who's just, well, you're going to have to buy all your games digitally now. So
I do already. To be fair.
So but I mean, your hard drive is going to fill up a lot quicker. Yes and no. I suppose it's I suppose if you have a game on the go and you just get rid of it once you've completed it. So
like I haven't bought any games on disc for quite some time. And the Pro, although they say it's a terabyte, once again, that's only like 800 and something gig. And although Xbox are saying it's a terabyte, they're normally
it's not going to be a terabyte.
Yeah, it's like going to be 900 or something. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. So,
but then also that means that the PlayStation isn't really going to be 825. It's going to be
potentially. I feel like because it's such a precise number, like 825. I feel like that is the actual. Because I think on the box it says a terabyte. Like, have you seen the retail boxes? It says 1 TB.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they're giving you the actual. This is what it actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Where cool. I think Xbox are just telling you maybe it will be actually.
Yeah.
Terabyte. I don't know, but because the Pro is already that, and I'm already in the same situation now. I've got about 5-6 games installed, and as soon as I'm finished with a single player game, I kind of delete it. And the only games I keep on there all the time is Destiny, Avengers maybe, and then if I don't play that anymore, I might delete that. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. I've got Ghost on there. I've got Final Fantasy still on there. I've got Mafia 2. I've got a lot of big games on there. Obviously, Destiny's a massive game in terms of storage. So is Avengers, Fall Guys. So I've got quite a few games. I feel like I'm missing one as well, another kind of biggish game. So I've got plenty of games. It's kind of like, am I playing more than 5 or 6 games at once? No.
Yeah.
So, and if it becomes a problem, I'll have to buy external storage. But I think it's...
Yeah, a little bit down the line.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be a problem. But then when you think about it, it's actually not. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you manage it in that way, then it's not really an issue, is it?
No.
So, so that was the PS5 Showcase, price reveal, and pre-order fiasco. So it was a pretty eventful week. And like you say, next week we're going to be doing 2021 games. So if you have any questions or anything like that, contact us, please, like the other people this week have, which we appreciate. Thank you for those questions.
Dimensions are interesting. Clearly the length is 15.4 inches.
I've seen Microsoft are doing something. You can download a like a paper or cardboard dummy box. So you can see how big it is and where it would fit and all that. So that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, considering it's 5.9 inches height in terms of the Series X, and then the PlayStation is 15. It's like
15.
15.4. Yeah.
Not inches. Can't be. What's over a foot? It can't be inches. It'll be over a foot. It'll just be.
What is IN then?
It's inches.
Yeah. So look on the article that was just
15 inches long.
Yes.
Tall.
Look at the article.
Fucking hell, it's a beast. Wow.
That dimensions?
Yeah, I'd have to. Even laying down, it's going to take a lot of space.
Yeah.
15 inches is about that big, isn't it? I think. So,
really?
Yeah, no joking.
This is embarrassing.
Yeah, that's that.
You won't be able to fit it through the door. It's bigger than the TV.
It's going to come the size of a settee. Wow. Yeah. Okay. All those heat sinks. That's what it is. So
I'm going to measure my little unit section just to see if it.
Have to go and get
if not, I'm going to have to do what I said. I'm going to have to get a little stand. It's going to have to stand up behind the TV.
Yeah.
Which might be better for ventilation anyway than being in a squeezing it into this box TV unit kind of thing.
Dusty box, that was big news. I'm going to carry on trying to get one. If I get one before next week, I'll obviously let you know. And if I can't, then there's worse things happening in the world. So I'll not really be okay. I'll live.
You will live.
Yeah, definitely. But don't know if you've got any more news on it, or do you want to move on to the next segment?
Yeah, one more, which is actually from a question from another listener, from Marcus, who DM'd us on Twitter. He said, "Hey guys, when will we see the US or UI, or UI of the PlayStation 5?
When you've got one and it's in your house."
That is definitely when you will definitely see it. So that is quite a safe answer. That's a great answer. There you go, Marcus.
Yeah, thanks, Marcus.
Yep, bye. Right, next one.
Next one.
I don't know. I'm sure. I don't think they'll do an event. It will probably be like a blog posts. It'll just be on PlayStation blogs. One day, maybe it'll be next week, maybe it'll be the week after.
Yeah.
Here's a little picture. Here's the UI. This is what it looks like, and that will be it.
Yeah.
And you will have to wait till you have it in your hands before you can probably go through all the screens. Although it's quite interesting because you can't, like, say if I wanted, I guess it's going to be the same because it's the same price. But although you can't pre-order it digitally yet, like if I wanted to get Miles right now, obviously I need to buy it digitally because I'm not going to have a disc version.
Yeah.
It's not available to pre-order right now, like digitally.
Oh, really?
And is that because it's a PS5 game, but it's also a PS4 game? So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
am I playing the PS4 game? Hey guys, sorry about that. And we had some audio problems there. We couldn't hear each other, or I couldn't hear Brad, so we quickly paused it, and we'll just continue with the show. I think the next section was This Day in Gaming. Brad, you want to take it away?
Yeah, so This Day in Gaming. So This Day in Gaming.
Not bad.
My voice broke then. Yeah,
I know, it was very high.
Yeah, I think I've finally hit puberty. This day, so the 20th of September 2011, a little game called Gears of War 3 was released on the Xbox 360. Obviously, first-hand experience of this game. Played it, really good. Had a really good horde mode. I think the Gears games. I think it was Gears 2. Yeah. First introduced the horde mode. The wave after wave, get 50. You had to survive 50 waves of it. Endless hour. I did never like the Gears Online.
Was that before Zombies on Call of Duty?
Well, the first one that was World at War. So no, it wouldn't have been. It would have been. I think World at War maybe would have been before Gears 3. Yeah. So I never really liked Gears of War. Like team deathmatch and whatnot. I thought it was really, you had to be really good at it, and like it wasn't really like entry back. You couldn't really, unless you played hours and hours, you couldn't get good at it. And there was a trophy. I think the original Gears of War, and it was you had to kill achievement. Sorry, yeah, they had to kill 50,000 people online. So you can imagine that only a few people would have got that. So but the actual story campaign around Gears of War 3 wasn't as good as some of the others. It kind of got a little bit convoluted. I think number 2 was the best one. I really enjoyed 2. But yeah, overall, really good game. That was the last good Gears game, in my opinion. Gears of War Judgment wasn't very good, and Gears 4 was just really boring. I completed it. Obviously, I completed it because it's a game I don't like. So I was obviously going to complete it. And I haven't played Gears of War 5 yet, but I will give it a go because it's on Game Pass. When it came out, it scored a Metacritic of 91. So, really good reception for it, for the last in the trilogy. But for me, weren't as good as 1 or 2. If you want to get the original Xbox 360 version on eBay in the UK, you can pick it up for £3.77. So
not on Game Pass, come on, really?
Yeah, but like I said, some people might want to just that is part of this day in gaming. It has to be.
Just get it most convenient way, which is Game Pass.
Well, or eBay, £3.77. If you buy it on eBay, £3.77, let us know. Then I can say to Reese, shove it. Someone actually listen to me.
I want to see proof. I want a picture of it. I'm not. I don't believe these people.
Proof what it didn't happen. Okay. Yep. Yeah. And that was this week's This Day in Gaming.
Okay, good one. I cannot contribute at all because I have never owned anything Xbox ever. I've never played any of the first-party Xbox games. So
you have to take my word.
It seems like the 360 era is like the good era for Xbox, and
it's the heyday.
Since then, there's been nothing. You've had there's been no first-party. It's just
living on the memory of the 360. It was just. It was literally, next level. So much fun. Yeah, really great. It only got.
Is that your favorite console?
I'd probably have to say for like exclusives and time spent playing on a console. Yeah, it'd have to be. Okay. And the fact that I owned about 4 or 5 different Xbox 360s.
Okay.
So I had the original one. I think I had the core, which didn't have a hard drive. You had to go and buy like an external hard drive for it. I had a memory card at first. Then I had an Elite. Then I had the Star Wars one. Then I had like the newest like the slim Xbox 360. Yeah, I had a few. I don't know why I had that many, but yeah.
Yeah.
But only one PS3. I bought the 40 gig PS3, and then my mate I used to work with put like an 800 gigabyte hard drive in it, and obviously it never got filled up. So that
was the fat one, the fat
PS3. The big fat one.
I had 2 PS3s. I think I've had 2 of every PlayStation console.
Yeah, I had 2 PS1s. I had 2 PS2s.
Yeah.
No, sorry, I only had 1 PS1, the original. 2 PS2s, and 1 PS3. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had the fat one and I got a slim one.
Yeah.
With each one, and obviously with the PS4 it was the Pro rather than a slim. So.
Oh yeah, no, I've kept my original PS4.
I think PS4's first party can give 360 a run for its money. Definitely.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I'd say 360 was my all-time favorite console, though. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Maybe we'll do an episode on it one day.
Yeah. Well, PS4 versus 360.
Yeah, or favorite console, or or whatnot. Yeah. If you'd like to hear that, obviously, again, let us know. Which leads us into our little social area of the podcast. If you want to be one of the people contributing to the podcast with questions or theories or anything, you just want to get in touch, it'd be great to hear you. So we said earlier on, Twitter is at PTPlayerspod. Gmail is ptplayerspod@gmail.com. Facebook is Part-Time Players Podcast. Any one of those ways to get in touch would be great. We appreciate all the questions come in, and at the minute we're getting a level of questions that we can easily answer them all. So it's a good time to send one in. And like we said,
appreciate everybody that did. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we appreciate if you could leave us a nice review with a comment. Yep. I know on Apple Podcasts you can do it in app, so you can leave a review and post a little comment, which helps us get higher up in the ratings and helps with the podcast.
5 stars would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, wherever you get your listen or get your podcast, like and review and subscribe, please. We appreciate it.
Yep.
And thanks to everyone who's carried on listening to us so far, and we'll be back again next week. And as you know, we now post on a Monday, so
you've got your notifications turned on. You'll get our little notification of when problems with that. If we give a little insight of what happened last
week was a bit
but I uploaded for the podcast, and then Brad was the one that noticed it in the morning. It was like, there's only an hour and a half of our 2-hour episode. What's happened there? I was like, I don't know what Zoom does. I think it might it says it's done, but then it's not actually done.
Yeah, done. Yeah,
processing in the background, like the full length of the thing.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna leave it once it says it's done. I'm just gonna leave it for like an hour, a little bit longer. Yeah, and then I will kind of put it into do all my things with it. So yeah. So what have you been playing? Final.
I've completely forgot about that. Sorry. I should have said that before the social stuff. So I started Days Gone. And I'm going to carry on with it, but I don't know how much longer I can be. I don't know if it looks like shit. Really? One of the big parts of the game is just your bike. You're supposed to ride like your motorbike. You go everywhere on your motorbike. You need to save. You need to be your motorbike, and it controls like absolute crap. Like it's like it's like you got a boat on land. It's just. Oh really? It's just terrible.
Does it have an upgrade tree? The bike or not?
Oh yeah, maybe. I've only played it for a couple of hours, so I haven't got I haven't got that far. But how it is at the moment, and at the beginning, you're riding around on your bike that is your main bike, and you've spent a lot of time on, and then something happens to it, and then you have to rebuild it.
Sure.
But even then, it was controlling like absolute shit, and I just don't know. I'm going to give it more of a chance because obviously, there's a lot of upgrade trees for your character and whatnot, but it's just the visuals don't look very good. Like when you stab someone and the combat as well, it feels a bit lame, like limp.
Okay.
Like when you kill someone and their blood pools on the ground, it looks so bad. It just, I don't know. It's not for a first party studio game. It doesn't look good.
No offense to people at Bend, but they are probably the weakest out of all the first party.
They
were kind of relegated to like the PS Vita one, and they kind of made the Vita games and the PSP games, and this is their first proper like main console game, which has taken them ages to make. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's pretty much the only one that I've skipped out of all the first party.
Yeah, I'll try and carry on with it, but yeah, it's not great so far. I'll let you know. But like I said last week, I did say I was going to start, and I did. So I kept my word
for once.
Yeah.
Oh, nice one.
So yeah.
I've been playing a little game, a little franchise. I've been playing. Sorry for the silence there.
Yeah. Super. Oh, and he's bought a disc as well. Oh,
cartridge, mate. There's no disc.
Cartridge, whatever, you know what I mean. So Mario 3D.
Yes.
All Stars.
Yes. So much to say really about it. To be fair, it's there's just ports. Which I'm a little bit disappointed with. I was hoping there would be a little bit of a remaster. They'll look a little bit
of a polish.
Like Galaxy's fine because it's obviously a Wii game, but Sunshine looks rough.
Yeah.
You imagine Mario 64 is also going to look rough, but yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed because I think Sunshine needs a little bit of a up-res.
Yeah.
GameCube game, like PS2, Xbox, GameCube era games, they just don't look fantastic now. They do need like a remaster. To look kind of up to date. And this is just kind of a very, very the most basic package you can imagine. So I'm a little bit disappointed, but they're great games. They are the Mario games. There's nothing more you would want from them other than I would have liked a little bit of a visual bump. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've started Sunshine. I was playing it for a bit, and then also started Galaxy. And I was playing that the other night. I haven't picked up my Switch for some time since Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Like when we was in like deep lockdown in like May or wherever, April, and I think I used to play every day because I was at home. I haven't played my Switch since then, so for months. So this is the first time I picked it up, and you're
enjoying it.
I am enjoying it, definitely. Yeah. Last thing, I guess, in terms of what we've been playing and watching is The Boys. Obviously, we've been doing our thoughts on each episode. I think you've seen episode 5.
I have seen episode 5. Yep. So spoilers for The Boys, all of it. If you haven't seen, if you're not up to date, The Boys, the most current episode 5.
Yeah.
Don't listen now. After this, it's just going to be the outros. Thanks for listening. If you're listening up to this point.
Yep.
And now we go into the boys section.
Yep. What did you think of the episode?
It's funny. I was a laugh out loud bit. I did laugh out loud a bit once where Huey's holding the pig, and then she's like, the woman's going, oh, that's Tara's girlfriend, and he's like, what? And he's like, that's his fuck pig. Worst. I don't know if Butcher and that woman are supposed to be British. They are the worst British accents I've heard. She sounded like really Australian. I did think, I was like, is she supposed to be Australian? Because she's not. She's sure as shit not British.
Yeah, they are supposed to be trying to do English, British, whatever accents, and they're not great. But because I like Butcher so much, and the fact
you don't really notice
it. Get away with calling them like cunts all the time.
Yeah, literally. Gimp cunt. He said it like 3 times in a row. Gimp cunt. Yeah. So it's just,
it was funny when he said it to Black Noir.
Yeah, Black Noir.
And you got the balls. You can't.
It's just.
Just them lines. It's fantastic. Another kind of funny moment. There's quite a few funny moments. I'm really liking Stormfront. Although she's an absolute bitch, I really like her. Really. The actress and the writers. I think she's. I don't know. I'm really enjoying her. Every scene she's in, she's an absolute arsehole to everybody. And just her attitude, and it's brilliant. And that, well, I don't even want to cover the end scene.
She's manipulating Homelander, and and I was a bit disappointed that it was going to be obvious that the bit where he murders everyone was a daydream.
Okay,
because you can imagine like the fallout of that he actually did that. Just.
It would completely change the program.
Just literally
be a superhero anymore.
Yeah, lasered everyone.
Yeah.
And then the way to get him back in, he's like for everyone to love him was memes. Memes were the way to do it. Really, it's one of those ones where I can't wait for each episode.
Yeah, same.
Just really look forward to.
As soon as I get home Friday night. Do my dinner. Put it on. I feel like this way about a program for a while now. So it's really enjoying the show. But that whole sex scene at the end, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was a bit.
Laser
That
my
was a bit
tits.
intense.
I was just like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like, well, does she have like healing? She must have healing powers as well. Then, you know, she must.
Yeah.
And
it's going to
it's
get a
mad
little bit
because
more fucked up between who she is and how she's related to Homelander.
yeah, and that bit, the bit where he goes and stops that that supervillain in I don't know, must be in Africa or somewhere, and like he's doing, and then Homelander comes in and he's just like, ooh, scared, and just lasers him, and then just. Yeah, he's just terrible. He's a terrible person, you know.
He just lasers him in the chest,
and he gets the other guy as well. Which just shows that Stormfront must be really powerful for him to just be able to cut people in half, and for her to just take it.
Yeah, know? I think she's out of all the characters. I think she's one of the ones that are really close in terms of power to him.
Yeah,
I think she could really give him like if they fall. I reckon it was right. Another funny bit was with the Deep. You know, when he did the whole cult, the church, which is I think they're trying to take the mick out of Scientology or something. Maybe, something like that. And then obviously purposely making it bad. Like the adverts, like that's not cool, guys. Like, well, They do the interview with his new wife now, and you know,
I think he's an interesting character. But overall, as I say, every week I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's really good, good series.
Really good.
Completely different. I did start watching something. I'm really behind on the curve on this one because it's been out for years.
Oh, really?
I started watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Which is it's actually quite funny. Yeah, I don't know why. I keep seeing.
I watch them all.
I always see like memes of it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this a go. And they're really. Yeah.
No, they're brilliant. It's
series 1 I'm on now.
It might be my favorite sitcom. Like how long, how many seasons there are, and it just stays funny. Like it doesn't dip. It stays at that level.
Well, the one
season are you on?
The series 1, the one I just watched was they got a gun, like gun fever.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No,
you're in for a treat. It gets better and better. Like there's once they get, I feel like a higher budget. Like I take it you haven't got Danny DeVito's not in.
Nah, not yet. No.
He starts in season 2, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe it's episode 2. What? How many episodes in?
I'm on episode 6 of series 1. I think.
Okay, it must be series 2 then when he comes into it. Yeah, when he joins it, he just adds a new dynamic. It's great.
It's really good. Yeah, no. So that's what I've been watching.
Yeah.
Good.
Great.
So I'll give Days Gone a little bit more of a chance, and then report back.
Yeah. Cool. We'll look forward to that next week.
Yes.
Anyway, that's a wrap for this week. Thanks for listening. And apologies for the little break in the middle, but I'm sure we can patch that out. So it'll be.
And also, I don't know if we cut it out. Apologies if you did hear dogs bark. It was.
There was a little bark at the beginning.
Yeah, little mine dogs. They don't like noise or anything. I don't know if they like anything. So apologies for that.
Apparently. So.
Yeah, including me. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, you need to. They need a fuck toy, don't they? That's what
I'd have to get my Homelander squeaky toy. Yeah.
That was a funny thing.
Yeah. Terror. Fuck. Yeah. Thanks for listening, everyone. Thanks for continuing to listen. Tell a friend if you think they might like this podcast. Help us grow. And like we say,
we don't want too many listeners. Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Yeah, and then he tells a friend. Follow us on our social media and send us any questions.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.